free.
Yeah, going live for the hell of it. We are aimless. We are without guide or anything else like that because my brain is hurting tonight. So we're talking about random crap. Fuck off. Don't care. There's a link in the goddamn description. If you want to join, you can fucking join. I don't give a crap.
Okay, I want to ask you something. That live chat that you were on regarding depression and cancer and...
Oh, God.
That would be the one, yeah.
Yeah, that one, since when is depression a degenerative, thing?
Disease? Yeah, I don't know where the... Since Tommy is a fucking idiot. That's since when.
You want to tell Tommy that he's a fucking idiot? Because I'd be more than happy to do so.
Tried to. We tried to.
So, I mean, come out and tell him that he's a fucking idiot?
We are aimless. We are without guide or anything else like that because my brain...
Oh, crap. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I've got... Somebody's got... There. Sorry.
Okay, let me fix that. Forgot to mute myself for when the damn thing started.
At least you know when the lag is.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little bit behind.
Just because people who have depression doesn't necessarily get cancer, I'm sorry. That I think he's smoking too much crack.
The point at which somebody starts arguing something like depression causes cancer, there's a fucking problem.
Yeah. Depression does not cause cancer. Now, I can see someone who has cancer who becomes depressed. I can't see that you have depression. Oh, poof, you've got cancer.
But when you're talking to somebody that claims that animals change color to hide from predators because they want to, because just as a group they got together and they had some kind of big powwow in which they said, well, no, we've got this predator problem. So, Chairman, what do you think we should do? Well, have we tried trying to change colors or something? Oh, that's an excellent idea. How do we do that? I have no fucking idea. But we can try to. We just decide to as a group, and we'll start doing that. But we have to do it on an individual basis first.
If we will it, it will happen.
Yeah, just the pain, the wound.
No wonder you have a headache.
Yeah, this is why I'm like, yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight. Fuck this shit. My brain has just like oozed out of my ears. I gotta take that fucking tree down, don't I? Oh well.
That's funny.
I look at my camera, and every time I talk, I'm like, I gotta take that shit the fuck down, don't I?
I finally twisted my daughter's wrist last night, and I said, well, you have a deadline to get it done by the end of the week. If you don't, you're grounded for the weekend.
Well, I've got to just take off the ornaments, throw the ornaments in the box, and throw the tree out to the trash. Because this one's getting thrown out anyway. It's just a matter of bringing that big old box in here and putting the shit back where it fucking belongs. Hello, one viewer.
I'm sure it's not one of us.
No, I already sent most people over to
Well, it's not me. I'm not watching.
I was planning on camping out at Eve's place for the night because I didn't feel like running a hangout, but it started to become physically painful. I mean, I started to actually have that feeling like I did years ago when I was having those little mini strokes. Every time Tommy spoke, actually.
Oh, God. Ouch.
Just literally, the stupid, it hurts.
Yep, that's when it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I'm getting dumber just by listening to you, so I gotta go. Ciao.
Yeah, more or less. I said that I needed to leave because I needed to preserve some brain cells because I think I'm running out. And the irony is that after I left, you apparently made some other argument that had something to do with, what was it? Oh, crap, what was it? Not polio, it was, smallpox. And he's like, well, you know, they know about evolution when they use cowpox to treat smallpox. I'm like, and I'm not in there at the time, but in the comments, I'm like, no, they noticed that milkmaids that got cowpox weren't getting smallpox, and they said, hey, maybe there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
They made a logical deduction from, you know, things that they're observing happening in nature. Yeah.
He is not.
And then they tested the theory, and lo and behold, they came up.
Or the brightest bulb in the back.
Damn that person who came up with scientific theory.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, when you actually get into the science with the old criteria that they had for what is and isn't life, fire and ice crystals actually met the majority of the criteria.
Right. And even today, what is a virus? Is a virus alive or not?
It's actually considered not to be a life form, which is really
Yes, I know. Yeah.
I can just see it now. Virus rights, virus rights.
Yeah, I'm sure Pluto's still pissed about the planetoid or whatever the hell they renamed it to. I forget. What was
Yeah.
it? Because it's not a planet anymore. And Neil deGrasse Tyson, every time he mentions that, he goes, "Get over it."
Yeah, Pluto's not a planet, it's a moon now. Or something like that.
It's called like a planetoid or something. I don't remember what the hell they called it something else. It's not actually
Yeah,
a
they
moon,
did.
it's an orbit, but I forget what they came up with for it.
Well, there's some a new movement to reclassify it as a planet again. Now, originally, when it was declassified as a planet, I guess that's a I don't know, probably not correct term, but whatever. There were some people who were trying to make it a planet again just for nostalgia reasons, because well, it's always been a planet. Why can't we still call it a planet? However, there are some other reasons down there looking at Pluto and going, well, maybe it is a planet. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's like, who
It's kind of
cares?
defining criteria at this point, but the thing is, you'd think that you'd have to break down and further classify not only planets, but how to, you need a better classification than planet, not planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You need better definitions on your classifications.
But there are always things that are going to fit in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, and that's like stars. I mean, how many?
Yeah.
Like, the whole classification system for stars is insane. I mean, it's not even a scale; it's a graph, right? A two-dimensional graph. So.
Well, this is also why in biology they abandoned the old phylogenetic classification, because it started to get so complex because there were so many things in between. They were getting in things like supraclasses and infraclasses and all kinds of weird shit that made it impossible to keep track.
And
So
after
they
a
just
point, enough is enough.
And basically that's it. They said, this is
You go to-
ridiculous.
You go to sci-fi and they break it up by planet, class, and all this kind of shit. Oh, I guess he didn't feel like trolling today. Whatever.
He popped into another hangout I was in and did the same thing.
Neil never likes to troll when I'm here, I think.
No, he's not on my favorite people list, but I was going to give him a chance to behave himself. But, okay, he left.
Well, he probably looked at the people in here and thought, oh, I can't play with them, so I'll leave.
You missed me to play with you.
Sitting there and spending about an hour arguing about Lamarckian and why Lamarckian evolutionary models are wrong. God, I feel like my brain is melting. Hey, do you have any brain cells left? I think I'm running out.
I was listening. It was pretty sad.
He's a sad puppy because he lost all those brain cells talking to Tommy.
Yeah.
And that's not to mention the weirdo from yesterday.
That was so bad.
Was it as bad as weirdo from yesterday? They came in and spouted weird ass.
God,
that
that
was
guy. Holy crap.
I had tears rolling down my cheeks.
That was so
It was
funny.
actually tech issues, and I apologize for that.
Okay.
You might have to equalize your volume. We'll see. Anyway, Estes, yeah, Estes,
Oh, yeah?
Estes and Shar and myself were in a hangout yesterday, and in came this guy with, we're just sitting there, we're talking about like the B theory of time.
Yeah, Mike was there, and I think one other. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and this guy comes in there and starts spouting out off this. Well, what was the first question? Well,
Ready,
do you
go.
think that our technology is more advanced now than it used to be? Do you think we're going forward with our technology? And everyone's like, yeah. Well, we used to have spaceships back thousands of years ago, and we're like, what? Yes, there was a picture of a spaceship on a tablet. Now, of course, the joke then is, what kind of tablet? Was it an iPad? Was it one of the models? Was it a Dell? Oh, no, it was made of stone. Okay. So tablets versus tablets. I think we're moving forward. What do you think?
Hey, Shadow, where's 13 Heathens?
13 Heathens is retiring.
Oh, okay. And you're his evil twin, or what?
Something like that. I'm trying to retire that old account for varied reasons, including Psycho X from Hell.
Okay, cool. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, the problem is I had to kind of like stealth retire. I can't promote the new channel into the old one or anything like that, so that's kind of a bit of a clusterfuck. So you know, I'm sitting there hoping that my subscribers will slowly figure out where the fuck I'm going, because the most I can do is like leave the video there saying follow the breadcrumbs.
Well, I've got it down. I know where you are now. I know who you are and where you are.
You found me. Ah!
You've been found. You've been discovered. You can run, but you can't.
Shadow Heathens is a little bit more cuddlier than the old guy that you look like.
Yeah, that guy was a pain in the butt, actually. Nah.
He had his moments, but he was a
knock
decent
you
guy.
down just a hair to equalize you with the rest of the room. Say something else, Neo. Please. Neo.
So was this Eve's hangout originally?
No. Her hangout may still be going. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one that Tommy's Hall is.
We had an exodus due to Tommy Hall saying weird things, like talking about how he believes that Darwinian evolution is wrong, but Lamarckian is right.
Yeah.
I don't know why Neo left. I just turned his volume down a couple of hairs and asked him to say something.
He's having trouble.
I don't know. Fuck it. I'll have to adjust him again then, because yeah, I like everyone having like fairly balanced.
I was actually so bored that I excuse me, I implemented a calculator while I was listening to these guys.
Oh.
I know, it was sad. It's actually mostly for the benefit of my friend Hades, actually.
I just got a Skype comment from Kizzy. I assume he's in here. Or either watching this. I don't know. He might be watching Eves, but he asked if God Twin is in the Hangout or is Brett Keane. Brett Keane, actually, the moment that I reactivated this account, I immediately blocked Brett Keane proactively.
That works.
That doesn't upset me at all.
Yeah. On my list of people that should not be. Should not be what? Well, add in whatever you'd like at the end of that, and it probably is correct.
Now, 13, you've been around for a while. Do you remember when he was an atheist?
Yeah. And it's funny, because mind you, when I first came here, I ended up dealing with Scientology, because there were already a good number of people that had a much stronger science background that were going against the stuff that I was initially coming on here for. Because I initially came on here and was going to start making videos in response to that Ben Stein movie that came out a while back. And, you know, this is when Thunderfoot was first starting to make videos. We had Non-Stamp Collector and a few other people that were really good. And then, shortly thereafter, along came Aaron Ra and, oh crap, what was his name? I don't believe I can't fucking remember.
It's like we're talking about the 1940s, but it was like
yeah, it feels like it. No, we're talking.
It's like a whole lifetime, and Google Plus has only taken like 3 years.
Oh wait, no, sorry, 2008 actually. Because I've been here technically.
You're way
7 years now.
You're the real deal. I've only been on here for like close to 4 years, I think.
Yeah, I've been on here around almost 7 years now, and there's been a lot of change.
On Hangouts?
Well, they didn't have Hangouts back then.
Yeah.
They just made videos and sent videos back and forth to each other and went, "Man, I don't like your video. You're a douchebag."
Oh, on YouTube, right, with your responses?
It actually started out as Google Minus, and then.
No. Initially, it was not owned by Google, and it was good. And then came Google, and then it was bad.
Oh, sorry, I didn't turn off my mic. I was speaking to my dog.
You see, after Google bought out YouTube, then we had knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah, but now you can see nudity.
And that makes things better how?
Noodle frontity.
No, I was trying to find the positive side.
Yes, because nudity on the internet is so hard to find.
Yeah, well. But now you can subscribe to a channel full of nudity.
Right. Noodle frontity.
Noodle friend.
Naked but not fucking, yes. And any way around it, most people that are on the internet that are nude, you don't want to see nude anyway, quite frankly.
That goes for almost anyone in the whole world,
Fair enough.
statistically speaking.
Oh, okay, hang on.
You're a nudist.
Well,
A group to have a hangout with. You technically would be hanging out.
yeah, but I don't know that you're really looking.
Oh, come on, you know you want to look.
Isn't that the whole concept? Well, I guess not.
Depends on who's hanging out with me.
I don't know. I was at a nudist resort once for like a few days, and to be honest, by the end, I didn't even care. Like, I just was over it.
That's what I hear. You get really desensitized to it, and
Yeah, it doesn't take long.
yeah.
Well, it was like working at the nudie bar. I mean, after talking to girls with their tatas hanging out for a while, it was just normal.
So,
Yeah.
like, oh, wow, breasts, you know, those are attached to people.
Really?
Yeah, I discovered this at one point. Apparently, they don't exist in a vacuum.
I've always liked to say, I'd like to see breasts like sponsored like NASCAR, brought to you by Dr. So-and-so.
It's like to paraphrase Steve Martin, I went to a nudist colony, and I'll bet you I saw 57 breasts.
Okay. I'll just smile and nod and move on from that. Right. But I do have to say, the talk of breasts is definitely an improvement over the usual talk of penises.
Oh, come on. You had to bring that up.
What's wrong with a good dick and balls?
Nobody likes to look at that.
Well, some do.
I
Weirdos.
suppose.
Zoom says knowingly.
Hmm.
And thanks for joining us, Kazoom. You are apparently our Neo Shield, so that's good. Seeing as it would appear that I didn't actually do him as a default block, so whatever. But he also didn't immediately come in and start trouble, so wow, shocker. For anyone that watches this, because we have like one fucking viewer now anyway, everybody else has come in because, yeah, we have a limited selection of Night Owls tonight, apparently. Redline's channel is temporarily down. It may or may not be restored. We don't know. He has another channel for the time being. If you go to my Google Plus page, it's listed there. Oh, wait, no, it's listed there under the 13 Heathens. I think I have to share it under this one, too. I'll get to that if I haven't. I'll check later.
Hey, so on Thursday, Buntu is going to interview me if you guys want to call and ask me any questions.
Buntu?
Buntu, yeah.
Buntu.
Talk about what?
Just all the stupid stuff I talk about.
Really? You think stuff he's talking about is stupid?
Yeah, no, obviously I don't. Obviously I don't.
Self-deprecation at its finest.
Little yeah. Little libertarianism, little atheism, little maybe stuff about cars too. So
Nice.
we did a little dry run. So
Get you back on my list for this channel.
so yeah, if you want to talk about anything that I mentioned, it'd be great to have some friendly
Excuse me.
callers.
I had a really good conversation with Bunto about alternative energy. I really was sad that we didn't record it. It was actually really good.
Well, I think you could probably do a rehash of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because we have.
Is my audio really low or something? Oh my god.
Hang on, I'm trying to adjust some volume levels. Excuse me on the stream there.
It's cool. It's cool.
Jeff goes down just a hair. Ace just goes up a little bit again, because, yeah.
I
There
have
we
to
go.
keep my mic really close.
I haven't done an audio check forever. Do I sound?
You're good now. I just needed to tap you down a hair and him up a hair, because otherwise you're going to forever be, overpowering him. Google's made a few changes, one of which seems to be a good one, and I'm not going to test it right now, but it was looking like you can turn off a camera now, but not on. And if that turns out to be accurate, fucking rock on, man.
Well, I think I'm at an advantage if I boom over everybody else. I sound kind of godlike, you know.
Yeah, but
talent on loan from God. Excellence in broadcasting.
That's the other thing, though. When one person's volume is significantly higher than another, it'll effectively mute them while the other person's talking sometimes now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that is. Absolutely.
I was in a hangout, and one of the people in there got really upset. I think it was Xbox, actually. Got upset because he kept trying to talk and couldn't. Actually, no, it was Sokka, I think. It was one of the two. I forget which. Not to say that they're interchangeable, because they're not, but anyway. But one of them kept trying to talk, and no one could fucking hear them because their volume wasn't in sync with everyone else's. And we're all like, we couldn't hear you, man. Sorry.
I like how Christmassy your background is there, Shadow.
Oh, I know. Lazy bastard. I need to take the shit down, throw most of it back in a box, and throw the tree out with the trash.
Yeah.
We always leave lights up a long time here.
I mean, you can just look at it as not Christmas. Just look at it as it's a winter decoration.
Yeah.
No. I have to make sure I have the shit down before my birthday, because then I'll have to hurt myself.
When's your birthday?
Fuck.
May.
Now. The hour just changed. Shit, it's son of a bitch.
Freddie, go away.
Okay, now I'm 44. Like it makes any real difference from 43.
44? Oh my god, I can't even remember when I was 44.
Neither can I.
State of mind, and let me tell you, I feel fucking old.
Yeah, neither can I, Jeff.
Actually, I think being online is part of what keeps me feeling old, because, so somebody will come in the hangout, they start making this interesting statement, and you get in this interesting conversation. You're like, how old are you? Oh, I'm... And you're like, oh my god, I could have sired you.
Yeah, I'll be 42 in March.
Oh, you children are so upset about getting old.
I really don't care.
No, we're old, we're not crony yet.
Hey, being a crone is pretty hot.
I'd like to sort of stay at this age. This is a pretty good age. I got no complaints.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, a good amount of the people that had been the regulars in the shuffle, particularly in the old on the other channel, were all in their 20s, and you'd have like one in their like early 30s or something like this, and I'll start talking about things, making a reference, and they're like, yeah, what is that? I'm like, it was replaced by Folgers crystals. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to us. What are you talking about? Folgers crystals, their bloods are replaced by Folgers crystals, ha. Kind of like the coffee commercials. Oh, it's a coffee thing. What the fuck? Oh yeah, you're too young for that. Yeah.
So I was talking to a group of people. Actually, Ace, this might have been. But most of the people were under 30, and I mentioned Natalie Wood, and nobody knew who I was talking about. Robert Wagner's wife.
Yeah.
You probably. I'm sure you know Shadow, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mainly think of Brainstorm, the last movie she did.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I thought even I knew people weren't that old, but it surprised me that nobody knew who she was. She was such a beauty.
Yeah, me personally, I'm really, really bad with celebrities. So
yeah, I kind of am.
I'd probably be the last person to talk to you about that.
Well, and I'm horrible with modern celebrities.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely, I can't distinguish Brad Pitt from Tom Jerry or whatever. I don't know.
So, the last time I was in California, there was a friend of mine, and he does these tours of Hollywood. So I called him up and I got a tour. And he said afterward on the way back, he said, well, if you go hang out in this coffee shop here, it's where all the celebrities like to go because there's free parking and stuff. And he says, you should go there. And I said, well, I need a People magazine or something. I won't know who I'm looking at.
Yeah, they're it is funny because you referenced new artists, the younger artists, and I hear somebody like Kanye West or whatever the hell his name is.
Kanye West? Yeah, I wouldn't know him if I fell over, but I know his name.
But the funny thing is, I still get weird things that it's like, yeah, so-and-so said such and such. And I got one of those recently, and I was just sitting there staring at it kind of agape and going, really? What the fuck? Because apparently Kanye West, in some song or some interview or something, referenced Paul McCartney.
Oh, yeah.
There are all these posts saying, I don't know who this Paul McCartney thing is, but Kanye just gave him a career. This guy's gonna... I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's funny. I actually know who Paul McCartney is, kind of vaguely, but that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
And, sometimes when people say all these kinds of really weird words, you're like, okay, let me go look it up in the Urban Dictionary.
Well, my first thought is, have you heard of the Beatles?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, one night, just looking at different TV stations, I ran into TMZ. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And TMZ is a show that talks all about celebrities and celebrity gossips. And I'm sitting here watching this whole TV show, and they're talking about this celebrity, how, and you got the idea this person's important, this person's important. I hadn't a clue who any of these people were.
Yeah, the old joke about the Beatles was something like this was like in the 90s or the 80s. You would ask a kid about you know who Paul McCartney you know who the Beatles are, and they would go, oh yeah, that's the band that Paul McCartney was in before Wings, right?
I remember when.
I remember that. Yeah.
I remember when Ice Baby came out by Vanilla Ice. And one of the radio stations, kind of to make a point, played the song Pressure by Queen. And they got all these schmucks calling in, saying, they stole that song from Vanilla Ice. It hurt.
How about Can't Touch This?
Yeah. That was Super Freak, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it just boggles the fucking mind sometimes. Oh yeah, this guy's career is going to skyrocket now. This guy, this whoever this guy is. I'm like, how would you look him up first? You might learn something.
So like my wife, she knows all that stuff. Like on Jeopardy, like if it's pop culture or music or sports, she knows all that stuff, and I don't know any of that stuff. She's like an encyclopedia. She's amazing. So she's my link to popular culture.
my link is having a 14-year-old daughter, almost 15. Jesus Christ, time flies.
Yeah, you get to know anybody who's anybody under 20 when you have a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I think my cat's about the same age as your kid.
Funny or not, my dog had to keep her dog last year. And my dog was 1 year younger than my daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that. I'm sorry, it's been a year.
Yeah, it's been about a year now, but it's one of those things, and it's something I still feel bad about because I didn't exactly give the accurate telling of it to the kids, but it did get to the point that the dog didn't know his own name anymore. There was nothing left but instinct, and the lights were on, but quite seriously, nobody was home, and I decided to save him the dignity of wandering around, shitting a streak around the house.
Well, and it's really smart to do that because I knew some people who waited too long, and they waited, and there was nobody around. It was like the middle of the night, and nobody could euthanize the dog, and the dog was screaming. It was the most horrible thing that they had to go through, and it kind of told me that if you have to do that, do it before you really have to do it.
Yeah. And the vet was really, he said, well, you'll know when it's time. And when I finally decided, okay, it's fucking time, I brought him back there. And it was really weird because first off, the dog starts seeming like he's being more responsive and all this other stuff because the environment's changed.
Yeah.
And I called his name a few times, and there's no recollection. And this is an incredibly well-trained animal.
No.
I should say. So
I had
I'm
to.
saying his name, and he's just still. I'm like, yeah, he's not there. He's gone.
Yeah, a friend of mine posted on Facebook that she found a vet that does a home euthanasia so that pet can.
Yeah, they do that here too. It's expensive though. But
yeah,
we
it probably
have,
is.
we
I
have,
probably
I
would
think,
do it.
in the city we have 7, I think, 24-hour emergency vets that you can just drop
we have
into.
them too. I
Yeah.
really like the idea. Although, even with the euthanasia, you know, I had to put a cat down, and you know, and I adored her, and it was horrible. But yeah, at least I was there. I was rubbing her while she, you know, stroking her and all that.
It's not such a bad thing. It's pretty nice and
Well,
fast.
it makes you think, why can't humans die
I
like
know.
this?
I know.
It's so
peaceful, almost.
It's so peaceful and dignified and all of that, and not messy, and just.
Yeah, I had to take my mom's cat to get it put down just before Christmas, because her cat was just getting old. But I mean, the first thing you get in there, and the first thing the vet does is say, okay, well, we'll start with some blood tests, and then he's severely dehydrated, so we need to hospitalize him and get some fluids into him. And I just kind of looked at her and I said,
like their ATM.
This is an old cat. What are all these tests going to tell you? And she said, well, it's probably like some type of cancer. And I'm like, well, then maybe we should skip all that. He's not happy now. He's not eating. He's sick. Like let's just get it over with.
Yeah,
you know?
if he was like 5 years old or something, it would be a different.
Yeah,
but even then, the expense, like it was going to cost $700 for tests and hospitalization.
Yeah, if I get to the point that I don't know my name anymore, please, someone put me down.
Yeah, I agree.
But you know, this dog had hip dysplasia. He had his eyes were going. He had cataracts.
Yeah.
He was not having a good time. Could barely was having more and more problems getting around. Was in constant pain. And
My cat's getting old too. Like he's starting to he gets really agitated sometimes. He just wanders around crying, and there's not much you can do about it, right? But he's still cute. He's still happy and stuff. Just he's starting to lose his mind a bit, I think.
Hang on a second. First off, to answer Hayden's question, no, it's not legal, but as a diabetic, there are ways.
Oh, there's always ways.
You know, all it would require is taking a little bit more than I should, and you know, a little bit of discomfort, then done.
Or what is it? 12 pounds of marijuana would do it too, right? Isn't that what I heard?
Now, as for Jackie, go for it.
Skype says it's your
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
And then she gets muted on the third verse.
I was thinking, should I join in? Nope, I'm not getting muted.
No, but I am wearing my birthday tee.
Oh, she left.
You need to leave.
Rage quit.
For a second.
She's just proving a point.
Oh, that was fun. Hey, Jackie, you're just muted for a second. You could have unmuted at any moment. I just wanted to see how long.
Anyways, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Now, this is better. Bring Marilyn in here. You know, bring her back just as she was at that time period. Actually, that brings
Yeah, bring her back right now as a rotting corpse. That'd be lovely.
No.
Oh no.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But that actually brings me to a topic. This was actually, strangely enough, back when I was working at the FDIC. A lot of the people that worked there were significantly older than I was. Some more so than others, obviously. And I got into this conversation that I was basically, because I was a field tech, so I was going desk to desk, fixing computers and all this other stuff. So the conversation that I'd start up is, you know, back in the day, we had people that were considered the pinnacle of feminine beauty. You know, you have, for example, just before my generation, technically, was Marilyn Monroe, which bled a little bit into my generation. Before then it was apparently Elizabeth Taylor. And you ask these people, who do you think was the most beautiful person that ever lived, kind of thing. And what you would get is a response based upon who was that, kind of person during their time period. So if they're within a certain age range, it would be immediately Liz Taylor. If they're in a different age range, it would almost always be Marilyn Monroe. Then you get to the more modern, and it's I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We don't seem to have that.
I was more of a Sophia Loren person myself, or Merlina Mercuri.
Well, now it's just a bunch of degenerates.
You think it's because
People like Miley Cyrus and ugh.
culture is so much bigger and more diverse now. Like, there's more people to choose from.
That is true, absolutely.
Hey, did you actually have a mic? Or is it just like it's too late to talk on it, or... Unfortunately, the people in the audience can't actually see the comments that are going in here unless I'm streaming direct from the Hangout.
I think one of the most all-time beautiful women is Vivian Leigh from Gone with the Wind. I just think she's...
Oh yeah, I would agree. Yeah,
as near perfect as it gets.
as horrible of a movie that is. Yes,
yeah,
she's
it's a tough movie. My wife watches it a lot, but
I've seen it and I know it's a classic and all, but I like it. I was a big fan of it.
Just one quick thing. Hades, feel free to hit me up at some point for a hangout if you'd like on the topic, because it is a great topic. But without the mic thing, just responding to comments, it sucks for the audience. But anyway, sorry. Back to the.
You don't have to leave.
Hey, you guys, if you don't mind, I'm going to run over to Eve's hangout for a little bit. And I wanted to.
Okay. What I'd recommend that you do is bring your tinfoil hat with you. Yep.
I checked. It seems that Tommy has left that one. Yeah.
Tommy has left the building. It might be safe then.
I'll probably be back soon, but I wanted to go over there for a minute. So I'll talk to you later.
Now, I was actually ushering people over there earlier, but after dealing with Tommy for as long as I had, I needed to just escape. And kind of start a theology right now.
I'm still trying to pretend the rest of the community doesn't exist.
I have like Woo to deal with, and Woo and
Come on, Kevin. That was funny last night.
Oh my God, last night. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even get to talk to Jackie about that. I didn't even get to tell Jackie about that. Okay, so it was about 4:30 or so in the morning, or
it was so early.
I wish that
after we went to bed. So Char threw me a link in Skype to this hangout. It used to be Xbox's hangout, and me, Char, and 13, and Mike Holiday and Istis were in there. Maybe you should explain it, Char.
I can't. I was laughing so hard.
There was this guy named Jesus something or other.
He was high. He had to.
No. He must have been high as balls, or
no.
He was just spewing wooish.
He just has bought into a quantum woo, ancient aliens, Christian theology.
Ancient aliens.
He actually spoke about the quantum mctanglement. And what was the
I am so mad. I mean, words can't really describe how fucking entertaining this was. We just let the guy go word salad for like a few minutes. I'm so mad that I didn't record that.
Yeah, I did not have XSplit prepared. I was not expecting that. Before jumping in Xbox's Hangout, I wanted to see what was going on there because I had two different invites, one from Xbox, one from Neffy. And out of morbid curiosity, I looked to see what was going on in Neffy's Hangout first, and I'm like, holy crap.
Oh, that guy was in there, wasn't he?
And this guy had been in that hangout, and he came over. I'm like, oh, you've got a fundy. No, we have a crackpot. We don't have a fundy. We have a crackpot.
Oh,
yeah.
The other phrase that
after
cracked me up.
Oh, it's what was it? It's that outside of time paradigm or something.
Yeah. And the precision, astronomical understanding, man. Like, I don't even know what he was saying.
Hey, man,
after 13 kicked him, I know a lot of stuff. Hangout.
actually, it was, you know, man, I like know a lot of stuff, and I mean, I've studied a lot of different things like bibliography, and I've studied astrology and astronomy, and I've studied.
Do you remember what he said before that? Do you remember what he said
No. Let me
before
mention that he claimed to be an expert in alchemy first.
No, he said, dude, just he said, just look at my avatar, dude. Look at my profile picture. Doesn't that say that I know a lot of? He said that.
No.
He said that.
I mean, you could claim that mine shows that I'm a coffee addict, but you know that's kind of incidental.
Oh my god. It was like character. Like it's like someone you have trouble believing exists in reality, but the internet delivers. Let me tell you, the internet delivers.
I mean, that's the thing is you go to a lot of these woo and extremist Christian or Muslim or whatever pages, and there's a party that's like this person cannot be legit. It's that they can't, but they are. But I ended up later after y'all had left, I got in an interesting conversation with Mike Holiday. And I was actually talking about how, you know, these people that sit there and they have their own little lingos because they follow these weird beliefs. Now, things like the Christian belief structure and the Judaic, etc., we have an idea of what their special words are. The words that mean something either only within that group and don't really have a meaning outside of that, or that mean something special to them. And we can talk about that because we know the diction, we know the dialogue. But there are these other groups, and some of it's the woo community, and some of these other weird-ass groups like, I guess I'll pick on the, let's see now, what are they called? The the Black Israel, what is it? Black
Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, I mean, they have their own fucking language, so to speak. They have all these terms of, you know, that maybe source somewhat in the Bible. But without the doctrine or knowing how they use these words, it's just fucking word salad. Yet when you sit there and say, yeah, dude, I have no idea what the fuck you just said, they're like, so I know something you don't know. It's like, no, you have...
Okay, pretty sure. I just have to raise this point. I'm pretty sure the Jesus DiCaprio guy we were dealing with last night was a Hebrew Israelite. That should prove it.
He claims he's not, though. That's because I remember that guy. Like
you know who we're talking about?
Yeah. I was in an.
I encountered him late last night in an off air. Holy fuck. I don't.
I know. I've met weirder though. I've had some weird encounters myself. Last week I was talking to a guy who claimed he wasn't a pre-sup, and then he went on to argue size transcendental arguments. I mean, like that's
not weird though.
You know, I mean,
that's all the time.
Yeah, but like that is so dishonest and so disingenuous. Like when someone tells you they don't hold an argument.
That shit doesn't surprise me anymore.
And then they go on to actually fucking argue it. Like that is so fucking disingenuous to me.
Hang on for 1 second. Hey Jade, can you unmute please?
Yep.
Okay. Do you see the link that Kevin put up in the right a moment ago?
I was just looking at it.
Okay, so you see the response he put up to that one video there?
Yeah, and I actually saw him in a hangout for a bit. He may not belong to the quote-unquote Black Hebrew Israelite group, but he is one of those. Those are his basic beliefs that the blacks are the true true Israelites, and the blacks were the Egyptians. It's that whole oh god, I can't think of the right term, but it's
out of Africa theory.
It's African supremacy kind of thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Afrocentrism.
Thank you, Afrocentrism. You're right.
One of the people of that particular background that I spoke to at one point was making the argument that the only people that have ever been enslaved throughout history are the black people, and in heaven they're going to have the whites as slaves.
Oh my God!
Excuse me. The Irish were enslaved in the Caribbean.
I know. Yeah. I know. We all know the facts,
amongst others.
But they will claim that no, that never happened. And this is the kind of historical revisionist crap that I've heard from some of these folks.
And you know, in the Salem witch trials, and I could never remember her name, the woman that was most people seem to think of was African, the slave woman. She was not. She was from India. The Dutch enslaved Indonesians and Chinese and brought them to Suriname, what is now Suriname. Seriously? Seriously? Just about every people everywhere were enslaved. The Britons were enslaved in Rome.
To kind of simplify the fact, any society that was capable of slavery did have it.
Right.
Just so I'm clear, like, none of the black fundies, like J-Man, Knuckle Arcane, etc., they haven't made this argument, have they?
No.
They fight against them.
Man hates black Hebrew Israelites, from what I know.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they go after them.
Yeah, and Stan is actually right. There was a breeding program in place in the Caribbean, especially to breed the Irish with Africans to create the ultimate slave.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, there was some fucked up.
Yeah, and we don't really hear about that because we only hear about the slavery that occurred here in the United States. Although in the early days, lots of people were enslaved. Anybody here ever read Kidnapped, the book, or see the movie by Robert Louis Stevenson? In there, a young boy who is Scottish is kidnapped, and they're going to sell him as a slave in the Americas.
Yeah.
Anybody could be enslaved.
Yep, if you didn't have papers and documented, like, stamped papers that certified who you were game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty much a mess.
I don't know.
It was
All
only,
I know is this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say it was only later that it became just, black people being enslaved in the United States, because if you look to South America, not only were the Chinese and the Indonesians enslaved, but so were the native peoples.
I'm half tempted to invite the guy just to see what pearls of wisdom he has for us.
No, I was gonna say that Jesus guy was a gift from Atheist Jesus.
Nodvik is not here.
I swear, yeah.
Shadow, you should invite him just to kick him out again.
Oh, I kicked him last night for being a raging twat, technically.
Yeah.
It'd be a different thing if we wanted to sit there and showcase weirdness, but it's a different matter when somebody's...
No, we need to set up a... If we're going to do that, we need to set up a special hangout just for that.
No, I could do clips from it. It doesn't really matter. These things get changed to adult, and some people watch them, some people don't. I'm hoping some of the people start watching the new content like P-Woo, which I'm thinking I might have to rename because people think, what the fuck's P-Woo? The power of Woo.
Right.
I just started abbreviating it early with the first one. Fuck it.
No, and by the way, looking at that, reading that thing again, the guy was wrong. The original peoples were not black as tar; they were tannish, because the most ancient people we have are the I can't think of the correct name because I always say it wrong. The incorrect name is the Bushmen of Africa. They are the most ancestral. They are the closest to our ancestral type that exists.
But anyway, around it, I mean, we're talking people that were ultimately more Middle Eastern, not strictly speaking black, and certainly and very much not white either or Asian. They were their own.
I can I just make a quick point, really quick? It doesn't have to do with what we're talking about. Does it feel weird now with not seeing Kevin and Jackie together?
Don't remind us.
I'm sorry. You guys were so cute looking
I
together.
don't have it, I kick you.
I'm sorry.
Don't make us all pout.
It's okay. Jackie, where are you?
Poor Kevin.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, I do have to ask you one question, though.
What?
Have you learned the true meaning of the term pussy whipped yet?
No.
Okay.
Don't worry, young Padawan. It will come.
I mean, if that's true, then we both are, so it's fine.
No. There is such a thing as dick whipped. It's just less used, but there is dick whipped as well as pussy whipped.
But business whipped.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't think in that way.
No, I'm agreeing because I want to. No. not a matter of that. It's okay. You all seem cute. And I think you're well matched, so screw it all. Incidentally, I'm removing the link from the video description because we're full. Fuck it. I want people clicking on it and getting frustrated. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. No.
We still have one extra space.
What happened to your corporate account?
Oh, it's still there. The thing is that I don't actually have like circles and all that crap set with that. So what I need to do is invite people individually, and it's kind of a pain in the neck. That, and when people go to it, it doesn't show who's in the Hangout.
Yeah, when you go to join.
So people will assume that, oh, it's empty, not realizing that, no, it's a Hangout that can support 15 people that I can stream from XSplit directly to this channel.
It's more made for a corporate.
It says you have to. It's worded differently. It says, request to join, but people don't think that hard.
Well, people don't read. Years ago, I ran a bulletin board, and we had this one small group of users. The central one was this asshole who went by the name of Furball. I will never forget Eric Black. And, yeah, courtesy of the way that he was acting, I lost a good portion of my user base right before the summer, wasn't able to recover, and went under as a business. But around this time period, in order to try and salvage what I could, I had to kick him and his little buddies the fuck off the network. So I shut everything down, got rid of a number of people, and came up with this message that before it was this little text login thing, and then was this graphic of a dragon that said the Cope Dragon says learn to cope, and then said if your account does not currently exist, yada 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 yada. The new splash screen, none of this shit got people to actually read what was fucking there. Instead they're like, oh, look, new graphic. Try to sign in. It doesn't matter how big the sign on the door is that says use other door, people will still pull on it.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen that video of the bank robbers that are trying to get into the bank, but they can't because they need to pull and they're trying to push?
Yep. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. They finally give up and leave. And the people in the bank are just sort of standing there staring at these guys with guns. And they can't get in the bank.
Yep. Rule number 1. All people are inherently stupid. And then there's rule number 3, of course, which tells you to refer to rule number 1 and 2 in that order. But anyway, yeah. One of the central things is that people are inherently stupid. And I've had people try to argue this with me. You pretty much to no avail, because it doesn't matter how bright you are. You could be the smartest person in the world. There will be that point that you are stupid.
I know good rule number 2. If you are a gender egalitarian, then you are a feminist.
Actually, rule number 2 is never trust anyone. No, completely. Completely. But yeah, it's funny because I came up with my, rules to live by kind of thing. This is how you get along with people, and since then I've met some people that you just can't fucking get along with.
Yeah. Same here.
Because sitting there and wondering whether they're trustworthy or stupid does not really help with some people. You're too busy going, they said what?
It's smacking your forehead.
Yeah, I mean, now granted, there was that conversation that you asked us, we were having yesterday about what was the capacitors and what have you. Not capacitors.
Memristors. Yeah, my colleague. I was enjoying that conversation until fucktard.
Well, I was lost during the good majority of it, even though I managed to contribute ever so slightly to it. But I'm sitting there thinking, okay, how long till this guy breaks in because he doesn't understand what people are talking about and tries to change it to something different?
And then he's like, is that like IRFD shit? Yeah. And then I know immediately he's going to go off into talking about the Mark of the Beast and all that. And he didn't quite get there until 13 kicked his ass out.
Who are you talking about? Who's the fuck up?
It's Jesus DiCaprio guy from Late Night Hangout last night. We were talking about memristors, and then he starts going off about RFID chips, except he thought it was IRFD.
Yeah, he kind of had the letters wrong. So we spoke very briefly about that, tried to get back to the topic, and then he cuts in with, I know a lot of people that are biologists and chemists, and a lot of weird questions arise for that, and then boom, out the door.
Yeah. He was complaining about how none of us.
All praise.
Yeah, he was
for
complaining
giving me
about how none of
controls.
us. He was complaining about how none of us would,
Oh yeah, they were
would
talking
listen
how
to him.
we have our own RFID chips in our dogs and stuff.
He didn't get much of a chance to, honestly. We kind of went back on topic before he could.
I'd like to hang out with Mike Holliday more. That guy seems interesting. I've seen him around before.
Yeah, he's kind of a cool guy. He seems to be down to earth in his own ways and this and that. But there are certain times that I've gotten on theology with him that it's just like I can't tolerate this guy on this one topic.
Is he a Christian?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think
that's
he's a
what I thought.
monk. Yeah, I think he's a monk from what I've heard.
They refer to him as the monk, but he's actually something along the lines of I think he works at like an atomic power plant. Was it?
Yeah, he's a power plant designer.
Yeah, he's a friggin' power plant
That's
designer.
cool.
He is a smart guy. He's also done missionary work. So I mean, he really is a smart guy. It's just there was at least one conversation I got with him about it was one of those like quasi-creationist kind of arguments, and I was ready to strangle him after 15 minutes. And unfortunately, that was one of my first conversations with him, so I've been really standoffish since, because when that's the first conversation, you're kind of like, I don't know what to make of this guy. This one.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some really good conversations with him, and then sometimes it just kind of deteriorates.
Yeah, you and I are kind of the same way, 13. I tend to judge people a little harshly based on their behavior when I meet them early on.
Yes, I'm kind of the opposite. It's really hard.
I know, you're nice to everybody.
I get along with almost all the funnies.
Yeah, I almost sort of have. There's almost that part of me that like respects that, and yet at the same time worries, because it might, maybe there is some value into trying to see the good in everybody, but I just honestly can't do that. There's just some people I just think are.
I think there's a difference between listening and respecting someone and letting them close to you. Like, I don't let many people close to me. So like I keep people like some of the funnies at a distance, but I still.
And some of the atheists.
Yeah, and some of the atheists. Yeah, some of the atheists I need to keep at a distance.
I guess I'm a little different in that some of the fundies I just can't listen to. I can't listen to you, man.
Neither can I anymore.
I can't listen to a lot of people.
I had patience for G-Man really. Sorry.
My patience kind of. I mean, it's not a matter of losing patience. I just. There comes a point where I just have to make the conclusion that someone is willfully ignorant, and there's no point in me talking to them about religion specifically. I'll talk to you about other things if you want to me about other things, but I'm not going to talk to him about religion.
Yeah,
I guess I come to that conclusion a lot faster than you do.
Well, yes.
It might be weird. I mean, I do have like some friends like who are some of them. I might not necessarily say fundamentalists, at least based on their attitude or their political beliefs, but some of them do hold like maybe some sort of inerrancy in the Bible, and it's kind of weird because it's not like I know this for sure, but like I kind of think this. It's like I'm pretty sure they think I'm gonna go to hell, and you would think, shouldn't I be offended by that? I really don't give a shit. That's the thing.
Yeah. I always thought of myself as coming, I grew up in a fundamentalist Christian household, but after meeting some of the people on here and hearing some of the other stories, fundamentalist really doesn't quite describe the house I grew up in. Like, you can get a lot more extreme than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, like, even the definition of fundamentalism, like, I don't really think is very well understood.
Born-again Christian is a more accurate description.
Yeah, I wouldn't even so much say born again.
For me, not
it's
you.
a subjective valuation either way.
Yeah, it is.
As I shut down the conversation again.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I don't know, man.
Oh, Shadow.
Big Shadow now.
Still weird hearing people call you Shadow. I'm never gonna get used to it.
I don't know that I am either, but I need to get away from the 13th logo right now.
Oh, I mean, would you rather? Because I don't really care. I should have to think about. Like,
I mean, it's.
But it's, you know, but the thing that strikes me as interesting, there were apparently a lot of people that were going and seeing the old ID and immediately jumping to all kinds of conclusions as what kind of person I was based on the name 13 Heathens.
In 5.5 years of me knowing him as 13 Heathens, it's kind of hard to break.
Yeah.
It'll break eventually.
No. It's the same with the fucking. It's the same. It's the same thing as with the Sears Tower in Chicago when they renamed it the Willis Tower. It's never gonna jive with me. Sorry.
I've been to the Sears Tower one time back in 2003. That was a fun experience, actually.
Irrelevant to the point, but thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to point out that Chicago is awesome. Okay.
But
Overrated.
Chicago's awesome. This is off topic. I'm officially a Cubs fan. Just for this year because of Back to the Future.
Hold on. Where's the sound app?
What are you up to?
Oh, you'll know what I'm up to.
You need to have Prudent. If you're gonna use Google Effects, you need to have.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, Jackie. Say it. Just say the words. I'm a Cubs fan again. Okay.
Hold on. I want to let him.
I'm not saying it. You already heard me the first time.
Alright, here, I'll do you one better. Prudent, I grew up a Cubs fan and I'm still kind of an honorary one. Okay, you had your fun.
It's alright. You know what? I will at least say one. I did see the when the Cubs came to Phoenix, the 2003 team, which was one of their best teams. I did see them, actually. They were actually... Sorry. douche. It's fine.
No, yeah, I'm only a Cubs fan here because of Back to the Future.
It's fine.
You have
to watch together.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I just... hold on, it was... If we're still on the baseball thing, just one little thing I'm happy about today. Randy Johnson, former Arizona D-backs pitcher, elected Hall of Fame today, okay? That's my announcement. I'm happy about that.
My turn.
Yeah, you are definitely Kevin's girlfriend, Jackie. You are no doubt.
See, when two people are together long enough, they start to pick up habits from each other. Jackie picked up the habit of muting Prudent Discord for fun. I picked up the habit of being more cute. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Kevin's cute.
Hold on.
Okay, stop. Stop it.
Hold on. Is Kevin ever going to establish a love of puppies? Because, quite frankly, I would very much like to see that. Where
no, I'll always be a cat person. I like puppies. Like that, nothing really changed. I still like dogs. I just like cats more. If anything, though, she did make me more of a wine person.
That's cool, man.
I always used to be more of a beer person. But anyway.
I'm more willing to drink some beers now. Like,
because I showed her that there are good beers in existence.
Yeah, and also I think I've been growing more and more, I would say tolerant of cats, because I've always been tolerant of cats. I've been growing more and more cats. And Kevin's cat really helped
Jackie
that.
fell in love with mine. This cat does not put up with a lot of shit, let me tell you.
And I can
Cat
pick
is
her
a
up
grump.
and she won't.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
no,
this cat puts up with Jackie more than she puts up with me. It's kind of scary. And I've had this cat for over 12 years.
I've had my dog for 12 years.
Here's your kitty. Yeah, see, cat doesn't give a shit.
Granted, it's a slow night, Amelia, viewers, but I feel like I should probably be promoting this over the course of the next couple of weeks. I am going to probably round sometime around, I don't know, I'm thinking, because I have to figure this out in terms of when I have the kids and this kind of stuff, but at some point towards the end of the month, there is going to be a special shuffle, which is going to involve not only me getting drunk, but me starting the shuffle with a toast.
Cool story, bro.
I'm interested.
The anniversary of the death of my first daughter.
Oh.
It's been a quiet thing every year that I spend a little time to lift a glass.
Yeah.
And I've decided to invite friends to enjoy the toast with me, so to speak.
Oh, man. Okay.
And I'm not sure this schedule yet, because I have to figure it out in terms of when I have custody of the kids, because it will not be when I have the kids around, obviously. That's to be determined, but I'm going to first reference it now.
I'll get some things for drink for that.
Oh,
I
hey.
just spilled cider on myself.
Oh, man. Jackie, did you get... I sent you a little video on the side chat. You might find that video.
Oh, stop it. Go away, Prudy. No one cares about it. Okay.
I care. Oh, no, not watching it.
Oh, come
Not
on.
watching it.
All
Filling
right,
title. No, I bookmarked it.
It's a parody of Journey's Don't
You're
Stop
a parody of Journey.
It's a good song. Don't Stop Believing by Journey. That is a good song. Don't insult it.
I didn't insult it. I insulted you.
Oh.
You are not a singer, Kevin.
I wasn't trying. I actually am. I wasn't trying. Surprise. It's 1 in the morning and I've been drinking. I'm not trying.
Kevin's more fun when he's drunk, isn't he?
I'll let Jackie answer that.
Oh.
Actually, first, I'm gonna burst your bubble right now. Neither of us got drunk once while she was here.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not even on New Year's, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think the closest we got to drunk was we got tipsy on the wine we were tasting. Yeah. Yeah, because we were trying all different types of wine.
There's a really cool wine bar named called Della Vidi. It's like a self-serve wine bar. You get a card and you load it with money up front, and they have like 48 wines like on tap that you can put the card in. You press a button, you can get like 1 ounce, 2 ounces, or like half a glass, 6 ounces. So we tried like a whole bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
And when you drink that much wine, it kind of adds up.
Yeah. But other than that, we really didn't get drunk.
No, we didn't.
No.
We drank a lot, but we didn't get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we rank time-wise here? Now, normally the shuffles typically will run from about 10:30 to 12:30, but I started late because, I had to have time to go get my brain damage. Man, I don't know. I might see about cutting this a little bit early because we did get a late start. I haven't decided yet. That and apparently over in Eve's Hangout they have a real fucking loony right now, and I'm kind of fascinated by the fact that we have Jesus Antichristos in there.
Oh, let me go take a peek at it.
that hangout's over. It's over.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So they're doing offline now then.
I'll be right back, actually.
Pretty's like, I'm going to go there.
Jesus Antichristos. Who is that?
No fucking clue. First time I've heard of the name, but it sounds fascinating. I'm going to watch it and see if that last spot's taken by Fruity.
It's full.
Oh, is it? Okay. Was a moment ago. Now, granted, if I went in there, I'd be going in there and recording.
Yeah. Istis and Jello Shots are in there.
Jello Shots is an odd one. I kind of like him, I think.
Oh, he's a character. Yeah, I like him too.
Oh, Fruity did not get the opening. Okay.
I think I'm stealing Jackie.
Okay.
And in that note, seeing as we are rapidly diminishing here, I am going to call it early. Everybody have a good night, and there will be a pending announcement sometime this month as to when my little Raising the Glass hangout will be. And hope that some of y'all can join me then, and hope some of you all will bring your own, because it's BYOB. Obviously. On that note, I'm going to call
I'll get something good for that.
For those that joined us, have a good one.